There are a ton of DevOps tools out there. In fact, I talked to a startup founder recently who said he had like one DevOps tool per engineer in his company. That's insane, right? Imagine how much time you've spent thinking about like all of your tool chains and how much time you have to spend understanding everything just in your tools before you even start your day. Why am I creating one more here at Shoreline? So let's talk about what Shoreline is. So we're a production ops company. We're really focused on trying to extinguish issues. There are a lot of companies that are dealing with day two production ops, but most of them do some form or the other of observability, helping you figure out what's wrong in your infrastructure. Now you need that. Then there are a whole bunch of other companies doing incident management, routing tickets to people, prioritizing them. You need that as well. Now, unfortunately, there's usually a lot of noise. So there are AIOps companies out there as well that'll deduplicate and figure out the root cause and help you focus your attention. Also super important, right? Because in the heat of the moment, you really want to work on the thing that's broken, not have to figure out a bunch of stuff. So, there are a lot of tools and there are a lot of tools that matter. What Shoreline does at core is different. If you think about it, each and every one of those tools are supporting a human process, which means I'm still waking up in the middle of the night. I don't want to wake up. Certainly not for something that's straightforward or repetitive or I've seen before. And about half of all incidents are straightforward and repetitive. And you know what? The other half typically get escalated. So even if I'm not on call, I'm still on call because I'm getting called. Typically the typical incident that's escalated goes to 7 people and takes 3 times longer than the simple one. And that's insane. So what you need is, in my view, is a system that automates away all of the simple-minded stuff. And that's not so straightforward. A large part of that is having a precise alarm that combines your data from your metric system, data from your logs, data from the system traces, and to do something precise. So for example, it's not that CPU is high. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. It's that CPU is high and my JVM is hot from running a top command, and then doing a grep, I can see that it's a garbage collecting. Now I know what to do. It's the same damn problem I've had in the past, and it's one of those straightforward issues. Everyone's busy, so what do you need there? You need a system where it doesn't take a month to build an automation. We all want to automate stuff away, but we don't have time. But if it were possible to have a system where fixing something forever took about the same time as fixing it the first time, of course we'd automate, because the benefit and the cost are now in line with each other. And I've done it once, and every time in the future, I don't have to do it again. That's awesome. Not everything's automatable, not fully. So instead, you need a human in the loop, but maybe you can avoid the escalations then. And avoiding the escalations means that you're empowering people to do things themselves. There's a trust issue, right? Because it's production. So what do you do now? You basically have to give them a very tight recipe. The alarm fires, you fill in all the diagnostic information, and you have very clear information on what to do next. If you see this, do this. If you see that, do this other thing. And if you fall off the end of the notebook, well, page someone now. But at least you're not, but this is something actionable, so people, it stays up to date. That matters. And then finally, new things also arise. And for that, what you want is parallel distributed fleet-wide debugging. So you can debug your fleet as though it's a single box. Those are the things at core that we do. Lastly, what we offer is, we build these solutions with people, with our customers, and we try to deploy them across all of our customers. And, if one person, if someone somewhere sees an issue, why isn't everyone everywhere getting the benefit? We're all sitting on the same 3 clouds. We're all sitting on the same data infrastructure stacks. Why are we stumbling over issues the first time? Each one of us, as though we're so unique. And maybe our applications are, but certainly not our infrastructure. So that feels to me like something really nobody else is doing, but so necessary just to save, people time, to reduce errors, And to actually get to a 4 nines SLA, which is just 4.4 minutes a month,